Madrid is very kind of carefree, eccentric, friendly. It's a lot of things, actually. So now I'm working as the Spanish correspondent for the magazine and radio Monocle and Monocle 24. I also write for some other publications talking about topics from politics to travel to food to adventure. I think the friendliness of the people. I'm from a country, Australia, which people are known as being quite relaxed and quite friendly. But particularly in Madrid, I just found that everyone here is just itching to start a conversation with a stranger. At Madrid, because there's very few gatos, like the Madrid cats as they call the third generation Madrileño, people are so open and accepting. I think that just helps you integrate. As soon as you get here, you can live here for a couple of months and then call yourself a Madrileño, even if you're not Spanish, and people don't really have a problem with that. It's quite a big city, Madrid. It's the third biggest city in Europe, but it still feels like a small village. A lot of people have come to Madrid to look for opportunity, and I mean it's a hotspot for opportunities. Well, if I look back to 2005, 2006, when I was first here, it was the city has changed completely. I think the crisis made people stop and think and try new things. We're in a place right now which is an example of that. Kike Keller was actually a movie prop man, and obviously the film industry was affected by the crisis, and he's opened up this amazing studio and selling this furniture. It's a gallery, it's a bar. There's so many of these places around the city that are just these creative explosions of energy. Well, I usually like to take them and give them a kind of a broad idea of the kind of the life of Madrid and take them to real authentic places. If I'm taking them to eat somewhere, I might take them to Tasca called Celsa Manolo, which is just traditional, simple Spanish food done very well in a very authentic space, and everyone loves that place. I might take them also to a restaurant called Sala de Despiece, which is a bit more flashy but a bit more avant-garde. But also the food is kind of very raw and authentic as well. If I want to get them to experience kind of get a bit more of an insight into Spain and kind of the eccentric character of the Madrileños, I'll take them to a place called the Microteatro, which is the micro theater, which is this amazing space that's been built inside an old butcher, actually. You come here, you have to see the Prado, you have to see the Reina Sofia, but I also like to take them to other galleries, like sometimes there's good exhibitions in the town hall in Centro. The Matadero is also a must-see, you have to go to the Matadero. There's this beautiful little cinema called Cine Dore. I also take them to those, the gastronomic markets as well. I mean, have to see them. Everyone, when they come here, goes to San Miguel. I like to take them to markets like San Anton or Anton Martin, which is a very multicultural market, or places like even Platea or San Ildefonso. They're also really authentic food experiences. I think that's one of the main draw cards of Madrid is the food, but also the food culture. I keep saying as well that Madrid may be on the brink of living a new Movida. Which I had in the 1980s, that kind of cultural explosion. There's lots of creative energy everywhere. It's actually one of the cities in Europe with the most shops. I think the diversity of shops has really grown in the last few years as well. You've got lots of little brands, jewelry brands and leatherware brands and shoe brands that have kind of just appeared in the last few years. Actually prefer to go to small home-style, authentic Spanish eateries where you can get really good, authentic, well-made tapas without too much fuss. Madrid is very creative, it's cheap, you've got lots of things happening, and it's one of the sunniest, I think it's the second sunniest capital in Europe. So you don't just have all this creative energy and low cost factor, you also have really good weather. So I think people should come to Madrid if they're looking for a good lifestyle, but also if they're looking to start a business or anything. I think they'll find that the city is very welcoming and there's lots of opportunity here. So yeah, I think that's how I would describe Madrid.